It may not mean nothing to y'all, but understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall, and telling that girl she the one for me, and I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever, mine.
Popping macaroni, cheese, and dressing. It's me, Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and I'm here with this week's Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 14 Reunion Part 3 review. For any new subscribers, I drop videos Monday through Sunday. Everything that I say is for entertainment purposes only and not to be taken seriously. So if that works for you, then let's get into tonight's review. The reunion picks up exactly where we left off last week with Sheree calling Anthony, and Anthony saying that he might have called Ralph gay. He doesn't remember, but he does know that Drew was needed a storyline. Andy is over it and was like, all right, we got the information we needed. All right, goodbye. Like, get a new host already, because Andrew, honey, has checked out of the building. I can't wait to see if he gonna have that same type of energy at Beverly Hills, because he had this type of all right, I'm over it energy at this one and the Dubai one. So Sheree makes it clear she is not paying Drew back for the birthday party that they threw for Marlo and Kandi. And I'm like, girl, you can chalk that little money up, child. Sheree is over there trying to save up to buy Martell a new pair of shoes. So you gonna be waiting forever for that money, because Lord knows she ain't got it and he ain't got it to give to her. So during the break, right before the girls go on lunch, Sheree and Drew are talking about the whole Anthony situation and what he told each of them. Meanwhile, Andy's still sitting in his hosting chair on his phone, probably on Backpage, trying to find out what piece of dick he gonna get that night. And he like, y'all, it's obvious this dude is bad news and he's pitting y'all against each other. Duh. So I don't even understand why they were sitting there going back and forth. What would have been dope if they would have got together doing filming and popped up on his ass together and went off on him together. That would have been fan-fucking-tastic. We could have had another who gonna check me boo moment. But these hoes don't fucking think. So the guys, the husbands arrive. They're preparing to go out on stage and, be badgered by all the questions and everything. So it's Kandi's segment. They play back all her, important clips throughout the season. And one of the questions posed to Marlo is, why does she always come for the other girls' relationships when she doesn't want to reveal anything about her own? And she says that she feels like every man cheats, but, it wasn't her place, so she apologizes to Todd. And Todd was like, okay, girl, all right, you full of shit, but okay. And then Andy asked Sheree about saying that Kandi should be cautious about Todd because, word on the streets is that, he be out here or whatever. And then Andy also adds how Kandi mentioned this season that their sex life had been lacking. And, Todd is just like, Mama Joy said that years ago that the streets was saying I was out here doing something and no proof has ever come of that. So it is what it is. Sheree then verifies that she has never heard that Todd was out here doing anything. And I don't understand why Kandi didn't hold her accountable. Like, she let Sheree just slide for a lot of things that she said this season about her and Todd. But she's holding Marlo accountable, and I'm trying to figure out why. Why is that? Because you're trying to maintain the peace between you and Sheree? You should have held her ass accountable, point blank, Andy, period. Even if y'all had already had a talk off camera, girl, I got to hold your feet to the fire when we get on this show. Like, we can, you can apologize, but I'm still going to say what I need to say to you, because that was flat out disrespectful and wrong for you to talk about my situation. So The question is then brought to Todd about why he raises his daughter differently from the way Riley is raised. And he was like, I'm from the Bronx. It helped shape me. It's helping shape her. She's going to thank me in the long run. She's doing well for herself. She got her own place. She works in production and everything. And I don't blame Todd. I don't blame him at all. It's great to spoil your kids, but spoil them to a certain extent. She has to get out there and learn how the world works, because God forbid anything can happen and the money is gone, and then she don't know how to be self-sufficient and grind and take care of herself. So I 100% agree with Todd. He also lets us know that the condo has been redecorated. Kandi says they're going to stay there when they're in New York doing BravoCon and doing the opening of the play, which is really nice. From what we did see, it looked really good with the decorations. I mean, the redecorations and everything that they had done. So now it's Drew's segment. And Ralph apologizes about the whole assistant situation and clarifies that he did, in fact, fire her. Y'all know how I feel about Drew and this nigga relationship. I feel like their storylines are fake every season. It has been the same scenario her first season and the second season. We start off with all these marital problems, and then it slowly but surely dies off, and then towards the end everything is just happy-go-lucky between them and nothing has ever happened. There's no resolve, nothing. I think these storylines are fake between her and Ralph. So then Ralph confronts Sheree about, the negative things that she was saying about him, accusing him of being gay. And she was like, I didn't accuse you of that. That's what your assistant said about you. He was like, but for a fact I'm not. And she was like, now I don't know for a fact that you're not. I don't think that you are, but I don't know for a fact. And I was like, well, you left yourself wide open for that one, sir. Ralph is mad that Sheree basically carried the bone about him allegedly being gay. But I'm like, you can't be mad because she hit your wife back with tea that was being said about y'all from this person that was saying shit about her. Like, once again, why are y'all so mad at Sheree and not focus on this Anthony dude? Like, it make me feel like y'all deliberately trying to not say anything to him because he probably got tea on y'all or something and y'all don't want to poke the bear. It's very, very suspect and weird. And even Sheree was like, y'all need to be mad at Anthony. He's the one that said it about y'all. If your wife wouldn't have been going around telling everybody but me that this man saying that I don't pay my bills, then that whole situation would have never played out the way that it had. So Drew was like, you should be focused more on she not done yet. That was actually a good little Joan. It really was. And then Sheree hit her back with, drop it with who? Drop it with who? That didn't land that good at all. So then Ralph is asked about, the viewer saying that he gaslights and belittles Drew. And he comes with the perfect, counseled answer with, another apology, but the shit gonna continue on next season if she's asked back. Watch what I'm telling you. And he says that, that he can adjust his attitude and blah, 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 blah. So then the topic of this book that he's wrote comes up, and the fact that he didn't tell Drew about it. He was like, I did tell my wife about it. And she was like, no. You didn't tell me about the fact that you were initially writing the book. You didn't tell me about it until after you signed the contract and landed the deal. Like, the boldness of it all. How the fuck you gonna sell a book about being a step parent and including my child? The whole book is about you being a step parent to my child, and you don't think that you need to tell me about this? You just going around shopping this and get a deal? And what if I had said no and sued your ass or did a cease and desist? Like, anything could happen. Like, you don't do no shit like that. What the fuck? Just like you sitting up here saying that you don't want to adopt him because you felt like you needed to have a conversation with his father first. That's the same thing with, you can't be out here writing a book about my child without asking me first. What the fuck? Like, Drew better than me, because ain't no motherfucking way. Then on top of that, you don't even want to read to me what's in the book, but then you want to ask me to write a foreword for a book that I haven't written. Girl, I would have shut that shit down so motherfucking fast about with that damn book, because ain't no motherfucking way. Ain't no goddamn way. The Marlo versus Kandi segment arrives, and Marlo admits that, she was just talking shit about Kandi not giving back to her community. She was just saying stuff out her mouth, just spouting shit when they was going back and forth. Sheree says that Kandi didn't tell her about the, Drew's assistant saying that she, didn't pay or whatever. And that's why she felt some type of way in the beginning of the season. And Kandi quickly reminds her that her last season on the show, when Kim Zolciak was stating that, Kandi asked to eat her box, you didn't come running and telling me that. So, girl, I have several. Marlo is then exposed by Todd for paying to go on the Africa trip. That's why he called her ass thirsty and said that she paid her way to get into the circle. Well, it was a good investment. Look where she at now. But don't forget where you came from, darling. Marlo, of course, acting like she don't remember shit. And so Andy asked her, like, what did you mean by when you said Kandi was not worldwide? And she was like, well, we all know Kandi is worldwide. What I was trying to say is that she's not in the circles I'm in. If me and Kandi go to Paris or London or Milan, I'll be able to get to certain doors that she can't. Now, I understood where Marlo was coming from, because she is a fashion girl. She does have connections to these fashion houses. Kandi is not known for fashion at all. And like Marlo was trying to get her to understand, or trying to make clear, is that that's just like me trying to go into music. That's not my lane. It wouldn't be easy for me. And honestly, truly, it wouldn't be easy for Kandi as well. It doesn't matter how much money you have. Look at a person like Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian wasn't accepted into the fashion world until she was brokered her way in by Kanye. At that point, she was already worth millions of dollars, and nobody in the design world would fuck with her, would touch her. She had to get a co-sign from Kanye. So I understood where Marlo was coming from that. But yeah, she was just talking shit as always. She apologizes to Kandi. And says that, I know y'all tired of hearing me apologize, so moving forward, I'm going to change my actions. And Kandi was like, that'll mean more to me, like to actually see it than to hear you say it all the time. And, Kandi still giving her ass to kiss at this point, because she don't believe shit that come out of Marlo goddamn mouth. Reunion concludes, and Sheree surprises everybody with items from the collection, and she guarantees that after the reunion, everything will be up on the site. Everybody is so excited for her. We all know what ended up happening. Everything is up right now, but those prices need to be slashed dramatically, honey. I feel like during this reunion that Marlo was on an apology tour. She was trying to correct all the wrongs that she did throughout the season, because we the fans have been tearing her ass up, and she knows she acted a fool. So I feel like next season we're gonna still get Marlo, but we're gonna get a more tamer version of Marlo. I think more of a fun Marlo. I think that she's going to try her hardest to redeem herself with the viewers and with Kandi and Kenya. I was saying throughout the season that I did not see them giving her a peach next season, but from the way this reunion ended up happening, it seems like they are. So I eat my words. I guess they are going to end up giving her a peach and giving her another try. I guess, child. I actually over the weekend went back and watched season 10, and that cast was such a good cast. It was Nene. It was, Marlo had came back that season as a friend to this show. We had Eva as a friend to this show. Kandi, Kenya, Kim Zolciak, Portia, who else? I feel like I'm leaving out some people. Shamia, Portia's sister, all of that stuff. That was a really strong cast. I want for season 15 Keep the cast you have right now. Keep it. Keep these 6 girls. Bring back Apollo. We need some nostalgia in the building. Bring back Apollo, because Apollo, like I said, has, planted his flag in this franchise. He's in a new relationship. They gave him confessionals this season, which said a lot. I really think they're going to end up bringing Apollo back next season. Apollo, had his issues with Kenya in the past that he apologized for, but that shit still lingers on today. He really, fucked up her reputation with the accusations that he made against her. I'm not talking about the pool situation, you guys. I'm talking about, the other situation. And then him and Kandi and Todd don't get along. So that's already built in conflict. I think it'll be dope to see Apollo and his new thing on the show. I would love to see that. I also feel like they should bring back like Eva or Claudia or Shamari. Like, we need that energy back in the group. You know what I'm saying? Shamari was a good housewife. I don't know why they got rid of her. Eva was a good housewife. She was really starting to, get her sea legs within the group. And it's one more person that I think they should bring back. Portia, everybody been saying that she's gonna, come back. Bring her back. Bring her back so she can face everything that she ran from this past season. Bring her back so she can be confronted about this Simon shit. And then bring back Fallon. Bring back Fallon so we can get everything out on the table. Head to head, Portia and Fallon. Head to head, Fallon and Simon. Head to head, Simon and Fallon's new husband, baby daddy, or whatever the hell he is. Let's get that dynamic back into the room. What I do not want to see if Portia does return is Portia and Kenya. Tired of it. Don't want it no more. I still stand on that one season when season 12, when Kenya came back after having Brooklyn, and her and Portia had started off the season trying to reconcile and build a friendship. I loved it. I lived for it. They were funny as hell together. And then Portia turned on Kenya. I'm not going to argue with you about it. You feel how you feel. I feel how I feel. Portia turned on her. And things then went sour again between them. But I would love to see, if Portia does come back, I want to see her be confronted on everything that she ran from. And I don't want to see Portia coming back with the stupid shit with her and Kandi. With her and Kenya. Don't want to see it at all. I'm tired of it and I'm over it. That's what I would love to see going into season 15. Overall, I'm going to give season 14 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, I'm going to give it a C+. It was cute. It wasn't old Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if we get those people back, we could get back to the good, nostalgic Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let me know down below in the comment section, what do you grade this season, and who would you like to see come back, and who would you like to see skedaddle? Let's talk down below in the comment section, you guys. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.